What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. What an absolutely wild night. If you were with me streaming over on the Mean and Green website, I literally had almost 150,000 people watching me live. I hope that you'll tune in again today at 1 Eastern because we've got so much to talk about. But Donald Trump and Elon Musk absolutely not only broke the internet last night, but completely broke the mainstream media, because what ended up happening is the message got to come out unfiltered. We even saw where the EU, the European Union, was trying to stop the interview. I mean, it's actually insane that foreign governments are trying to, stop Donald Trump from talking. It has never been more obvious that the machine is afraid and that is willing to do anything it can to try and stop Donald Trump. Make sure you leave a like on this video right now. If you haven't yet, subscribe or follow down below. Let's get right into all of the fallout. It started with Elon Musk getting an EU, quote, disinformation warning before rambling Donald Trump interview on X. Look, I thought Trump did run on several times. Like, there was a lot of, kind of rambling. But this was not an interview. This was a conversation. That's how it was billed, even though the mainstream media is trying to rewrite history. Some of the early statistics from this, again, I can't tell you how happy I was and how thankful I was that so many people tuned in to my live stream. Again, I hope that people tune in again today over on Rumble, because it was absolutely bananas. I added like 20,000 new followers. The stream has 600,000 views. It was wild. But Donald Trump and Elon Musk space has concluded, with the two speaking to each other for over 2 hours. Here's what happened. Trump and Elon had over 1 million listeners live during the entire space. I think I saw like 1.3 million at one time. But if you add in everyone that was co-streaming it, meaning I was streaming for 150,000 people. Benny Johnson was streaming for only 50 or 60,000. No big deal, Benny. I'll actually be on Benny's show in about 15 minutes. Then you have, I think Tim Pool was probably co-streaming it, and thousands of other people were streaming it. Trump had Elon on, again, for 1.3 million is the top I saw. But Trump also posted on X for the first time since August 24th, 2023. Trump's account received over 200 million impressions in a single day. Elon told the European commissioner who wanted to censor the Trump space to F your own face. Absolutely legendary interview. Now, a lot of people are trying to say, oh my God, Trump had a lisp. No, it's from the audio compression, and it's from the fact that he was using a speakerphone. He really should have figured out a way to Skype in and use a proper microphone. But look, Trump's old. His team sucks with technology. That's what I would have done, but you can't outdo the compression of the audio in spaces, which is why Trump sounded a little goofy at times. Now, Elon Musk also claimed a massive DDoS attack on X moments before the interview started. This is something that I predicted would happen, and just about everybody knew it would happen. In short, you see the entrepreneur Elon Musk said cyber attack on his social media platform X affected his scheduled conversation with former President Donald Trump. If you were there live last night, it was like the entire world was collectively refreshing. I was sitting here under immense pressure because I had 150,000 people waiting. I was trying to get in on my phone. I downloaded BlueStacks. I was trying to get in there. I was trying to get in this browser, that browser. And there was like just a moment right when it went live, I got in, and it was legendary. I would have missed out on that whole opportunity last night. So I'm really, really thankful for the opportunity that Elon gave me to restream it to hundreds of thousands of people. Now, he wrote, there appears to be a massive DDoS attack on X, working on shutting it down. Worst case, we will proceed with a smaller number of live listeners and post the conversation later. And that's kind of what they did. I don't know if they capped the number of listeners or not, but he did say, we're going to come back, and you see combined views of the conversation with Donald Trump and subsequent discussion by other accounts now over 1 billion. Between 7:47 and 10:47, President Trump's space post received 73 million views. I'm sure that's impressions on X, because I'm going to show you in a second. During that same period, there were 4 million posts about Elon and President Trump's conversation on X, generating 998 million views. What you need to look at, I think, for the most accurate part of this is the actual space itself. You can now see, if you go, 16.4 million people had tuned in. If we go here, right now, the current number of people that have tuned in is 24.3 million people. And you can tune in. You can play the recording today. You could also listen to my live stream of it, but why not just listen to it on the original source? So to be clear, let's say it's at 25 million right now. By the end of the week, it'll probably be close to 30 or 40 million people listening to this conversation. And the media is absolutely, positively melting down about it. Just absolutely having a cry fest. You can see here, collection of negative headlines from Trump and Elon spaces. Look at all this. Trump rambles and slurs his way through Elon Musk interview. It was an unmitigated disaster. If you watched it last night, in particular, if you hung out with me, did it feel like a disaster? I mean, it was hectic in the minutes leading up. I feel like I had never been under more pressure in my life, with 150,000 people yelling at me in chat to make it work. But ultimately, it turned out to be an amazing opportunity, and I added 20,000 new followers on my Rumble page. So today, when I'm live at 1 Eastern, hopefully, 10% of them tune back in. Absolute economic boon for Rumble, for my channel. You see, again, everyone pushing this fake news about the slur. It absolutely wasn't him slurring. It was just the setup that he had. You can see, by the way, there's actual footage of him talking where he's clearly not slurring. It's just the audio compression of the Spaces feature, which I admit, again, was, kind of not awesome. But here he is actually speaking.
If we could just record that conversation and post it, it would have been excellent. And I hope we can have something like that today.
Well, I think we will. I'm pretty sure we will. And congratulations, because I see you broke every record in the book with so many millions of people, and it's an honor.
So does it sound like he's slurring? No, of course not. It's just the audio compression that Spaces puts to save bandwidth. They probably compressed it even more because they had so many people. You could see X melts down after Trump X interview. Space immediately crashes. I mean, yeah, it crashed. It was 20 minutes. It wasn't that big a deal. I got to sell some coffee. I think we had 300 new customers. I threw out a promo code SWITCH at Coffee Brand Coffee. By the way, today's the last day for that. Hundreds of new customers came, so it was okay for me. Politico, Trump's interview with Musk devolves into yet another X catastrophe. I don't really know how these idiots clarify catastrophe, but it seemed to be just fine. It started 20 minutes late. Big deal. Everybody got to listen to it. Trump got a little long-winded. I think that's fine. But he also, near the end of the call, got really, really relaxed. He was making jokes. Some of my favorite Trump quotes from ever came out last night. My all-time favorite, I think. Oh my God, it was so good. Wait, let me see if I can find it, because I think Benny tweeted it. Here we go. This is my new all-time favorite, other than the fat pig thing. It reminds me of Wayne's World. Listen to this.
And again, I said to Vladimir Putin, I said, don't do it. You can't do it, Vladimir. You do it, it's going to be a bad day. You cannot do it. And I told him things that what I do. And he said, no way. And I said, way.
I said no. He said no way. And then I said way. I 100% believe that happened, because that's very Trump. He also had my other favorite classic line was, I forget who he was talking to, but he literally said, there was that one, that guy, he's a real loser. Also, I think he also said he issued stupid threats from his stupid face. Absolute Trump. The media is melting down, trying to desperately spin this into, oh, it was no big deal. There was nothing going on. Well, if you look at just some of the bookmarks, here's CNN. You see this from Graham Allen. Shout out Graham Allen, another great Rumble creator. Have you downloaded the Rumble app yet? Follow the quartering. Hopefully make sure you do that. According to Elon Musk, the Trump-Elon space has crossed over 1 billion views in total. Discussions on the other pages combined, legacy media is dead.
Began with 40 minutes of silence and then a bropocalypse of politics. No matter
a bropocalypse. Ooh, what Gen Z intern thought of that?
how you frame it or what caused the glitch, what was finally said between Donald Trump and Elon Musk at last night's Big X event can largely be defined as a rant filled with familiar lies and lines of attack.
Now, what's great about this is CNN accidentally calls out Kamala Harris. That CNN accidentally calls out Kamala Harris here.
Kamala wouldn't have this conversation. She can't because she's not smart. You know, she's not a smart person. She is a radical left San Francisco liberal, and now she's trying to protect. Now she's looking like she wants to be more Trump than Trump, if that's possible. I don't think it's possible, but she wants to be more Trump than Trump. She's terrible, but she's getting a free ride.
Where's the lie? And by the way, thank you, CNN, for airing this to your 12 liberal viewers. Oops. If this interview was really that bad, why is there 1 billion articles telling the world that it's so bad? You see The Verge. Elon Musk, Donald Trump was a tech disaster. You see Musk claims there's a DDoS attack, but The Verge is told there was not. Okay, so what? Was there? Wasn't there? I'm sure the mainstream media, if it happened to Kamala, they'd be like, "Oh, it's Iran again. Ooh, Iran's up to no good shenanigans." The meltdown is great. I'm going to be covering it all day. I'm going to be covering it on my live stream at 1 o'clock Eastern. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it and follow or subscribe wherever you're watching, and we'll talk to you again real soon.